Once, in a quiet village, there was a boy named John. He was different. He never raised his voice. He walked with his head down. And when people spoke to him, he would often just nod, silently. His classmates laughed at him. His teachers ignored him. Even his own father said, "You will never survive in this world if you don't learn to speak up." John grew up believing he was broken. He avoided eye contact. He feared being called on in class. He had dreams, to become a teacher one day. But how could someone afraid of speaking even think of teaching? Years passed. He finished school with average grades, no job, no confidence, and no hope. One day his father angrily said, "You sit here all day doing nothing. Go to the town and find work, or don't bother coming back." With a heavy heart, John left home. No money, no plan, just fear, and a small bag. He wandered into a small temple where an old monk sat sweeping the floor. The monk looked up and smiled. "Why do you look like the world has ended?" he asked. John sat down and broke into tears. "I'm useless," he whispered. "I'm too shy. I failed at everything. My father, my school, they were all right." The monk listened carefully, then said something Eli never expected. "You are not broken, you're just hiding. But I will give you a challenge. 3 days. If you complete it, your life will never be the same." The 3-day challenge begins day 1. Speak to 10 strangers. The monk said, "Today speak to 10 strangers. Ask for directions, compliment them, or just say hello." John's heart pounded. He had never spoken to even 5 strangers in his life. But he tried. The first ignored him. The second laughed. But the third smiled and replied, "Thank you. No one ever compliments my dress." By sunset, he had spoken to 12 people. For the first time, John felt something strange. Pride. Day 2. Stand and speak. The monk pointed to a group of children. "Tell them a story. Any story. Just use your voice." John froze. "No," he whispered. "I can't." The monk looked him in the eye. "You've lived in fear your whole life. Just speak, even if your voice shakes." He walked up to the children, hands trembling, voice cracking. He told them the story of the tortoise and the hare. When he finished, one child clapped, then another. Soon, they all did. He smiled. Day 3. Return home. The monk gave the final task. "Go back to your father. Tell him what you did." John panicked. "What if he laughs?" The monk said, "You don't go for his approval. You go for your freedom." John returned home and said, "I faced strangers. I taught children. I spoke in public. I'm no longer afraid. I'm not who I was." His father didn't say a word, but the next day he told his friend, "My son came back a man." Years later, John became a teacher, the very dream he once abandoned. He wasn't the loudest in the room, but his students listened when he spoke, not because he was the strongest, but because he had learned the power of courage.